lacrosse stick is the most important piece of equipment in our sport.
Often seen as an extension of a player's own body. Players big and small use them to cradle the ball, pass it to teammates, or even score game-winning goals. So I tested every top lacrosse company's stick to see which ones are actually good. During these tests, I'm going to be putting my reputation on the line for you guys to find the best lacrosse stick of 2024. So my teammate and I went to Lacrosse Unlimited Headquarters here in Long Island. Let's go get the sticks.
There he is.
What's up, John?
Rob, how we doing? Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you too.
My idea today, test every lacrosse stick of 2024. Is there any chance you guys got all the sticks on the LU website?
I got them for you.
We're here with the boy Reese. You guys know this guy from last video.
What's up?
So we screwed on all the heads to the shafts, met the owner of Lacrosse Unlimited, Joe DeSimone, and saw my videos playing in the office.
This one of them?
Yeah. My favorite stick that I'm using right now is the STX Stallion 1K.
That is right here.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna be biased today though. I wanna test all these sticks, give them a fair shot. That's what you guys are here for too. We're gonna be tier listing these things up. So S tier is the best and F tier is the worst. I don't know about this, but I think this one's already gonna be high. Let's go outside and test these things out. Made it outside. I cannot wait to test these sticks. Rob, since this place is yours, which one are we starting out with?
First one I'm going with, Nike L3.
Oh my gosh. I used this all throughout high school.
What I like most about this head, face shape, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the all-around perfect head for tack, mid-high pocket right here.
Absolutely.
Great for midfielders, quick release.
Based off just the feel of the shaft, what are we rocking here?
That is the Nike Surge Select.
The feel of just the shaft kind of feels thin.
Kind of talking about like
Yeah.
an ECD is a little bit more thicker of a
Thicker.
shaft.
What are your thoughts on it, Reese? What are you thinking?
It is nice because it's a composite with sandpaper.
Yeah.
It's really good in the hand. Don't have to tape it if you don't want to. Throw it around.
All right, let's go.
I hope this thing throws right.
All the string is a little different.
Yeah.
But we're kind of basing it off the feel, the look, grooves in the shaft. What are you thinking so far as you're passing?
So just great hold. I love the balance that you have. See how that thing just sits almost perfectly? And the release is good.
Rob, you think you can pick up a ground ball in 2024 anymore? All right, let's see it. How does that scoop feel on that L3?
Ah, I love it. I'm a big lazy man scooper, so
Yeah.
let's just check the one-hander. Yep. Miles, what do you say we put an apple on your head? See if we can
Let's
knock it off.
not
If I can hit it off.
ever do that. I do like the weight distribution. It kind of feels like ball heavy because everything's so light. Nike L3 Surge Select Shaft. What are we ranking this on the tier list?
It's going up high, man. It's going into that B ranking.
I'm gonna go B as well.
B? All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna go B too because great minds think alike. Nike stick B.
Now it's your turn. You select one.
All right, so I'm gonna pick a stick that I've never used before. The Gate. Seen it on TV with Syracuse. I can't wait to try this thing out.
Gate GC3. You have the Gate ice handle. Been hitting the market for
Yeah.
a long time. When it comes with extreme light, strength is not always there, right?
strong.
They do tend to break a lot, but people don't really care.
Stringing holes. I don't know how to string sticks. You do, obviously.
No,
right?
I do not.
Well,
I don't
Joe,
know
do you know how to string sticks? Look at all the string holes. We brought you in because you're a stringer. Do you like stringing this type of head?
The more string holes, the better. Gives any player option to do what they want with their sticks.
Going back to the shaft, what is the situation with two shafts being in the package?
Going to break a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. Package both handles together for you so you have your warranty ready to go.
Let's throw around with this thing. When I'm like holding it one hand, this throat's getting in my way.
I like when the thread on the stick's long because it makes my shaft feel smaller.
These are our thoughts. Some people like different sticks for different reasons. It's like ridge. It kind of has like that bumpy feel. If I was wearing gloves, I would feel the like little ridges.
The Gate Ice is a classic shaft and I'm always gonna like that feel. As far as the head is a little bit on the heavier side.
What about a ground ball? Let's see how that scoop is doing. Oh, look at that bend. It like kind of bent on you. Pick up a hard one here. I literally saw the head like flex as you picked it up.
Ooh, definitely a little wobbly up top.
It does kind of get stuck.
It does.
You know, you can kind of see that you're digging down.
Let's rank this thing.
I mean, I love the handle. I'm gonna go C.
I'm gonna go D.
I like the GC3. It's just not for me. I'm gonna give it a C.
Now we gotta go to the next stick. Which one are you thinking, Joe?
I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Maverick. They'll always take care of you. I went to St. John's. We were sponsored by Maverick.
The face shape of the Tactic 3 is one I feel like we've never seen before.
Yeah, I personally don't like it because I suck at catching. So
Yes,
it's
dude,
a little bit narrow for me.
Are a little more pinched. And
Yeah,
I think that
yeah.
kind of offers you that higher pocket.
It's for that shooter. So how much is the Hyperlight on your website? Because I know it's notorious for being expensive.
All right, so Hyperlight is sitting at the top tier, $149.
They're using these shafts in the PLL, right?
100% they are, yep.
Hyperlight on the Tactic 3.0. What are you thinking?
I like this. Whoever strung it did a great job. Sticking off the top of it.
Are you giving yourself a promo right now?
Did you string that
this?
stick, Joe?
I don't know. Did I? Talking about ground ball.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You like it?
This is a nice ground ball head.
Funny, I use the Tactic 3.0 prototype. I've never actually used the Tactic 3.0.
So.
Ground ball. Yeah, I do like it. I feel like this is a shooter stick. I'm ready to crank one right now.
It doesn't have that grit feel to it. It's nice and smooth.
What are we thinking, boys?
Joe, your stick, your shot.
This is a great stick. I'm gonna give it a B.
I was gonna give it a B.
But the thing is, I was gonna give it a V too. We're all in agreement. The Tactic 3.0 on the Hyperlight shaft is a B tier stick. All right, we got Reese back. What stick do you want to pick here?
The Warriors.
All right, so we got 4 more sticks left. What is the stick we got here exactly?
You got the Warrior QX20.
That's a crazy name
I
there.
know. With the Evo QX2 handle, composite, the limited edition handle that we created with Warrior.
So that's already one step higher. Yeah.
I'm really liking the shaft. The grooves make it really nice to hold on. Head also has a little bit wider of a face shape, so it's a lot easier to catch balls on the fly and dish it out a lot easier.
Yeah, the indent. Feel this indent on the side here. Doesn't that feel kind of nice when you're
Yeah,
like
I do.
holding it?
It really sits in your hand really nicely.
For your heads, I don't know if I'm as big of a fan of them. Oh, that thing kind of looks nice when you
Yo,
throw
it
it.
zips.
How did that feel?
And I'm a big Warrior Evo guy. I love this head, man. The release point, feel of it. This might be your game stick.
Really? Feel that lightness.
I know. It's
Ooh,
nice.
I really like how light this thing is. I was on the other side of Warrior.
I know. I was gonna give it a bad grade.
I don't know about Warrior, but maybe it's creeping up on me. I'm gonna have to give this thing an A. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
For me, this is a B.
All right, B, what are your thoughts?
You know how I felt about this all along? This is an A.
All right, so this ends up being an A. The STX Stallion 1K on the STX Fiber. This thing is beautiful. I like how it feels in the hands, the sandpaper finish. The only issue with it is that it's a little bit too wide.
About this stick, it's a speed scoop on the back, right? It
Yeah.
just glides right on the turf or the grass no matter what. For me, it's a little bit on the chunkier side.
Is it?
Chunkiness comes a little bit more durability.
Durability, yeah.
And the head won't flex as much. This is honestly one of my favorite handles. It has this transition where it's a little bit more tacked down low and then smooths out up top.
I use STX Fiber on my deep hole. I really like it a lot.
Shout out Mitchell Pelkey, STX sponsor. Maybe one day he'll get one of those for me. Throw is nice. It feels great in the hands when you like switch too. It's like kind of thinner. It's a little bit head heavy. Ground balls. Oh, that's speed scoop. Oh my gosh.
I really don't feel like bending down to pick these GBs. So the speed scoop will be huge. It doesn't feel better than the Warrior to me, but I like it a lot.
It's not my favorite, chunky and heavy for me.
Yeah.
Great release with this head, a good pocket on it. The speed scoop is one of my favorite things about it.
STX Fiber on the STX Stallion 1K. What's your rank?
For me, it's going B.
Oh, B, really?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go with A.
I'm gonna go A, STX. Got Joe back. What stick do you want to pick?
I think I'm gonna go with the String King here.
I wanted to do
Sorry,
the string
Rob, I
king
know you
one.
like the
All right,
string
it's
king. We all
fine.
like
We got arguments over sticks here.
Everybody likes the String King here.
Yeah, it's one of my faves.
I don't really know if I'm a huge String King fan.
These String King shafts, they are so thin, so durable, not too many grooves.
You know what I like about the String King? They also have the weight right on the side. They're not scared to market their weight. 155 grams. The head, I don't know. Come on now, like what are we
I'll let
doing?
Rob take over on this.
All right, so listen, this is one of my crowd favorites right here, right? This is the perfect head for any kid at any level. My son personally used this head from when he was 5 years old, and I currently use one now. I can have any stick in the world that I want. Still choose the Mark II V.
Wow.
And it's about 5 years old,
Okay.
which is terrible. How bad it is that people do not refresh their sticks every
Yes.
6 to 8 months. So important. One of the things I've noticed about this head, a good summer of using it, is it does tend to get very flimsy.
If you guys are out there trying to play college lacrosse, if you're not getting a new stick or maybe even 2 sticks right at the beginning of your season, then you're gonna fall off a little bit. Let's throw around with this thing. String King.
The scoop on this head is one of the best scoops ever made.
Wow. Oh my God, he's looking quick. Let me see this. He's hyping this thing up. Let's see it. Oh, I don't know about that. Just tape this thing all up because I don't like the way it's feeling. It feels like it's gonna slip.
This is one of my favorites. The release on it is beautiful.
You pick the stick. What do you think?
I just gotta give it an A. It's
Really?
that good for me.
I wanted to say I was gonna give it an A, but I think I'm gonna go with a B.
I'm gonna go C. String King Composite 2 on the Mark II V, B tier. Last but definitely not least, pick it up here for us, Rob.
All right.
We got the ECD Carbon Pro 3 with the ECD Mirage.
Our handle right here?
Yeah.
Our best-selling handle we carry.
Really?
The only part that I kind of don't love is that it is ECD and everyone has it.
It's like, oh, you just got the ECD stick?
Oh, me too.
The shaft. I've never used the speed version. I like this a lot.
One of the things that I really love about this shaft too is
Yeah.
your hand placement up top here.
Yeah.
They have like these little notch cutouts that you can get your hand around it.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty narrow when you're
Yeah.
first looking at it, but it does get a little bit wider up top here, which makes it a little bit easier to catch. It's nice, it's a little rough, it's not as smooth as the speed scoop was on the STX, but it does have a great release.
I do like it. It feels really great.
East Coast eyes. This thing is nice. I like the way that the grooves feel in my hands. I already know where I'm going with this stick. There's no need to throw more with it. Carbon Pro 3, ECD Mirage 2.0. These things go hand in hand together. A tier on the ECD.
I'm going B.
I'm gonna have to go with a B as well here.
We finished testing all the sticks. 2 A tier sticks, Warrior and STX.
So here's what I think you got to do,
Yeah,
right? You
yeah.
guys are both Division III lacrosse players. Why don't you take the 2 top tier sticks, bring them to practice, and then see how they fare?
We're taking this to
Great
practice
idea.
today. Practice at 2 o'clock. Which one should I use today? Which
You
one should
better get an Uber. is
I
what
know.
You better get.
I like Rob's idea. I'm gonna give this thing a legit test drive at practice. And then the next day, we're gonna use the STX. But let's go see how this thing does in a college practice. Just finished practice with the Warrior stick. It was really nice. The stick was crazy nice. Also, everyone was complimenting it, right, Perg?
Nice stick, nice twig. Looking fresh for the game tomorrow.
I'll take a couple shots for you guys. It is so light. We'll give it to Guppy, the shooter on the team. He'll tell you how light it is. All right, Guppy. You know, they call this guy the step down king. How light is that?
Lighter than my stick? I'm not really a big grip guy, more the slippery grip kind of guy, but
What about like the groove in the shaft, like the way your hands sit?
I kind of like it.
It is nice, right?
Yeah.
I ended up liking the Warrior stick so much at practice that I brought it into the game the next day. Here are some of the goals from that game.
Score from Miles Dubois. Then it'll come to the stick of Accardo. And Dubois has it, works around Murphy. Or sets the screen from the near side, right back towards the middle. Oh, how about that? Miles Dubois, a hat trick with some pizzazz. That's enough on taking the shot. Instead of Dubois, top shelf. Goes far down, is fourth of the game.
The blue head is going away. We're going with the STX Stallion 1K and the STX Fiber. Going into practice with this baby today, had my boy Gavin O'Mara restring the bottom a little bit to get a deeper pocket. So now it's a little bit more bagged out. I like that. I'll tell you guys how it is. Here are just some random practice clips of me shooting with the STX stick. The stick was pretty good, but here are my thoughts on both sticks. My final thoughts on these 2 sticks. They both have arguments for S tier, the Warrior. The grooves on the shaft were so nice. Texture of the shaft was also really nice. It feels more grippy than the STX. Category that I thought STX did better was the ground balls. So like the ground balls with the STX, I could really just go like this and it would pick it up. The Warrior, it'd start to like choke into the grass. The STX did crack a little bit. One practice with the shaft to already have a crack like that. Whereas I went through a game and a practice with the Warrior and it held up great. So yeah, Warrior, S tier.